community research with the Use It project. At the moment, I'm undertaking my interviews to get my accreditation.
I'd class myself as a community researcher in training. So I've completed the topic questionnaire and I'm just waiting for my certification for the first level.
The topic I've chosen is about age-friendly cities, how to create an age-friendly city and also lengthening working lives. So I'm looking at opportunities that are available for people over 50 who want to work and who want to continue working. How can we make their working lives more fruitful for them?
My understanding of Use It is enabling residents of this area to have an equal say in what is happening to the area by large corporations or companies who may be investing here, so the hospital for example, to have an equal say in what happens, so kind of anti-gentrification type thing.
The value of community research for the community, in my opinion, is that it gives a bank of people skills. So there's a skills element, there's the element of actually gathering relevant information that will be fed through to relevant organisations such as the University of Birmingham or developers who want to do work within the community. And it also adds some credibility because it isn't coming from a top-down process. It isn't people from the university or directly employed by the University of Birmingham doing the interviews. It's people from a ground level.
We see the Use It programme as absolute strategic importance to our trust, but also to the regeneration of the area around Midland Met Hospital. We have lots of skilled overseas workers who are working in the local area who need support to get into the NHS. I think a lot of people don't realise, and I didn't realise when I first learned about this programme, that we have people who are delivery drivers or working in low-skilled work when actually they're qualified doctors or nurses, biomedical scientists, public health doctors. And the NHS and we as a trust are crying out for those skills, and yet we have those skilled people within our communities.
Well, I'm originally Palestinian and I got my medical qualification from Sudan. And I started some training in Egypt. Then I moved to Saudi Arabia, and I did work for 7 years as a doctor in Saudi Arabia. Then here I am. I found out about Use It project while I was searching how I can join a hospital for a clinical attachment, how I can find support to pass the IELTS, how I can find something actually to help me to finish the GMC registration and start my profession.
So the awesome team here at Learning Works, Lawrence and Nav, have been putting lots of time, energy and effort into the Use It programme, supported by other colleagues. They've been doing fantastic work, really working with individuals and understanding what they need. And what's been really important, I feel, is the developing of partnerships, so with the councils through the Use It programme, but also developing other partnerships that are going to be of the best support to the clients that they're dealing with.
Without Use It project, I was lost. I don't know from where to start, to be honest. I was looking just online, keeping calling different hospitals. Sometimes not every hospital they are aware about how the foreigners they can start clinical attachment.
One of the things that we've been really keen on focusing on is the culture change that's needed within NHS organisations. They can be quite hierarchical, quite traditional, and sometimes not very welcoming of something that's not of the norm. So we've been working, and Lawrence and the team and the whole Use It team have been working really closely with managers and with educational institutions to break down some of those barriers and to ensure that the individual and the client is going into an environment that's going to nurture them, that's going to get the best out of them, but also that the incoming hosting manager or educational supervisor understands the slight differences and the different pathway of that individual coming into the NHS and into that clinical environment.
I can see myself in the future in the UK working as a cardiologist, or I would say registrar in the cardiology especially.
We've already started and set up a programme called HOP, Healthcare Overseas Professionals, to take Use It to the next stage. So Lawrence and the team will be working with all of our existing clients and also bringing on board new clients to provide opportunities, placements and support right across the Black Country.
So tonight we are launching Birmingham as a social enterprise city, and we've invited 180 people to join in the celebration of this new status. We have been having an exhibition of social value so that those who are less familiar with social enterprise can really see the contributions that social enterprise make here in Birmingham.
We have revealed actually that social enterprise is not on the periphery of traditional business anymore. It's actually right at the heart of economic revival. It's right at the heart of the new economy that we are beginning to grow and build, not just here in Birmingham, not just across the UK, but right across the world.
So the award has been given to Birmingham today to recognise the great work that's been happening historically, but also the plans for the future. So it's a commitment to bring all sectors together, the public, the private and the social economy together, to really plan for a greater social economy within Birmingham as a city.
The social enterprise city status gives us the opportunity to say to politicians and key stakeholders, look at what difference this sector can make. Look at the difference it can make to societal problems, environment, economic, people who are struggling in our city as it is at the moment. And it gives us a great platform to come together and work out what difference we're going to make.
These new forms of business are growing and they're becoming increasingly attractive to young people and millennials who want to do business in a different way. They're the future of business. They're dispersing power, they're creating new ways of sharing prosperity, and they're finding new ways to balance the need to obviously run a business sustainably, but also do so in the most ethical and sociable way possible.
The ideas come about really from Birmingham Settlement firstly wanting to do something with the site to benefit the community. And we thought it would be really good to try and get some activity going on, so we thought we'd organise a community event like this, a picnic. Yeah, look, it's going well.
I've had some food, plenty of food. I haven't seen half of these people before. It's nice to see like local residents here. It's really nice.
This is about the community taking ownership and understanding that they can make decisions and they can drive things forward.
Today I would say it's been a phenomenal success. We were thinking probably we're going to get maybe 15, 20 people, and yet it turns out there must have been at least 200 people here. I'm sure we're going to see a real buzz in the area that things are going to start to happen.